Hello students. So in our previous videos we had covered all the formulas related to cube, cuboid, cone and right circular cylinder, also sphere and hemisphere. So since we have covered all the formulas, let's see some examples based on that. Okay. So the very first type of questions which you get in your board exam is where you have to find the volume or surface area of a combinational solid. Now what is this combinational solid? As the name suggests, you take different types of solid structures and you combine them. The moment you combine them, you get a new figure. Okay. So basically there are many types of questions which can be asked in this particular scenario. That is, like, you can combine a cube with another cube, you can combine a hemisphere with a cube, you can combine two hemisphere with a right circular cylinder. So over here you have to understand the requirement of the question and apply the formula accordingly. Okay. So as you can see on the board, the type which we are going to cover over here is when combination of two or more than two figures of the same or different type is given. As I told you, you can combine the various 3D shapes in order to get a particular shape, and based on that you will get questions. Let's take an example over here. As you can see over here, we have an example. Let's try out that. Three cubes each of 5 centimeters are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting solid. Let us first see the very first half of the question, that is, three cubes each of 5 centimeter are joined end to end. As you can see over here, I have made three separate cubes. The very first one, that is the red one. The red one is the first cube. The black one is the second cube and the blue one is the third cube. Okay. So over here we have taken a cube, we have taken another cube, stacked them together, and we have taken a third cube and stacked all of them together. This is a very important question. It is previously asked in many of the board exams, so you have to be very careful with such kind of questions. Okay. Now, what is the length of the cube? 5 centimeter, which means I can say that this particular length is 5, this particular length is 5, and this particular length is 5. So if I try to calculate the length of the entire new structure, I'll get that as what? As 15 centimeters. Okay. Now over here, as you can see, the breadth, now the breadth is unaffected. Okay, because the cubes are stacked side by side, which will only change the length of the cube. Okay, to be precise, this is not a cube, now it has transformed into a cuboid. So the breadth over here is what? 5, and the height is also 5. Okay, so over here, as you know, the height will be 5, the breadth will be 5. The only important thing which is changing, that is what? Length. That is 5 plus 5 plus 5, that will be 15 centimeters. So over here we have done a proper analysis of the first half of the question. Let's read the second half. Find the surface area of the resulting solid. You must be wondering which particular surface area, right? Is it total surface area or the curved surface area? Always remember, when they haven't specified anything other than just surface area, you have to understand that over here they are asking you to find the total surface area. Again, I repeat, if in the question they are not specifying that whether it is a total surface area or a curved surface area, and instead of that they have only asked or only used the word surface area, you should always calculate total surface area. Now, as you guys know, we had done in our previous sessions, what is the formula for total surface area of a cuboid? It is simple, right? It is LH plus LB plus BH, right? Exactly. Let's plug in the values in the formula and try to calculate the total surface area of this particular solid structure. So the 2 will be constant. Now, as you know, what is the length? Since the length has changed, we'll write length as 15 into the height over here is 5 plus, again, length is 15, breadth, how much is the breadth? Breadth is 5 plus, breadth is how much? Breadth is 5 and height is how much? Height is 5. Okay. Now, let's do the calculation over here. So, again, you will get a 2 over here. Now, 15 into 5 is how much? 75, right? I hope everybody knows this. Plus, again, 15 into 5, we will get 75. And 5 into 5, you will get 25. Okay. If we simplify this further, we will get 75 plus 75, that is 150. 150 plus 25 will be 175. Okay. So, over here easily I think you will get 350. Okay. TSA. Now, is the question over? No. Why? Because units are important. If you don't write the units, your marks will be deducted. As you know, everything is given in centimeter. So, we'll write centimeter square. Why? Because area is always denoted in centimeter squares or meter squares. Similarly, if it was a question related to volume, you would have used centimeter cube. So, in such a way, we have seen an example where you combine different types of solid and the resulting solid structure you will be given to calculate the volume or the total surface area or the curved surface area. Okay. So, this was an example related to the type where you combine different solid structures and calculate their various components, that is volume or area. So we have successfully finished the first half of the chapter. In the second half, we'll be dealing with how a particular solid is melted and like remodeled or recasted into a separate solid structure. That's it for today. Bye.